Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jose. I am the Paladin, and man, you will not believe the day that I had. I had an Uber driver today who, to my surprise, was actually drunk. But I thought to myself, maybe it won't be so bad. I was very wrong. So I need something in my mind to blow off some steam to get my mind off of that horrible experience. Oh, a Pokemon game. This looks pretty fun. I guess I could give it a shot. Well, that was boring. Okay, so now that I have your attention, again, I have another video in mind that I want to talk about, and oh sweet Mother Miranda, it's gonna be a doozy. I am going to talk about one of the most iconic, popular, and well-known video game franchises of all time, and has a big fan base more crazier than... I'm not sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to... Pokemon. For real, if you haven't heard about Pokemon, your ass would have been shot. Everyone knows about Pokemon. He knows Pokemon, she knows Pokemon, they know Pokemon, you know Pokemon?
No.
Regardless of what others say, Pokemon is one of Nintendo's most popular IPs in our generation, and it's still going strong to this day. I swear, I'm saying Pokemon so much that I'm having a seizure. Now before I begin, I believe it's fair to give you guys some context before I continue. Get ready for the Egg Paladin Pokemon Session Course 101, bitches! Pokemon is an RPG video game series that was developed by a company known as Game Freak and was later published by Nintendo. The series was created by a man named Satoshi Tajiri, who developed the game, then later became the president of Game Freak. You see, in Japan, Pokemon was known as Pocket Monsters, as he wanted the game to be on the Game Boy to play on the go. Hold on, having a monster inside my pocket, wouldn't that mean by a monster? Forget I asked. Anyways, in February 1996, Pocket Monsters Red and Green on the Game Boy was released in Japan to very good reviews and sold millions of copies.
Damn, son.
However, in October in that same year, Game Freak and Nintendo of Japan re-released a game known as Pocket Monsters Blue, which was to celebrate Red and Green for making millions of copies. It also fixes the game's glitches and is compatible with the Super Game Boy. Yeah, sure, re-release a game that people already bought and make it buy it again so people waste more money. Good job, Nintendo, you money-hungry bastards! Anyways, moving on. So with Pocket Monsters becoming popular in Japan, Nintendo, being the money-hungry moochers that they are, decided to release the game worldwide, and in the year 1998, Pocket Monsters came to America, or as we know them as, Pokemon Red and Blue. Thanks to Nintendo for finally getting the footing with this game, Pokemon soon later became a worldwide phenomenon. This also extends further with Pokemon appearing in many merchandises like spin-offs, manga, toys, cards, airplanes. Wait, they have an airplane? What the fuck? Trains, cereals, posters, books, and even in 1999 anime and movies that are still running to this day. At least the show isn't like The Simpsons where it overstays its welcome. Son of a bitch! Needless to say, Pokemon and Nintendo were successful, and with all the things they offered to the customers, Pokemon became an absolute success. Even bigger than my failing marriage. However, despite its success in the video game industry, it's not perfect. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. This is going to make the Pokemon fanbase shove their hate comments in my... Now listen, I once became a Pokemon fan thanks to the anime that was airing at the time. So I thought it would be nice to try out the original games in their original form. But after playing them, there was one thing in the games that kind of made me lose interest in the series. And since you guys already know by the title of the video, I am of course talking about the battle system. And I'm going to explain why I don't like it. Who knows? Maybe it won't be so bad. I stand corrected. So without further ado, let's begin the video, shall we? I'm gonna get raped by Pokemon fans. Okay, as I stated earlier, Pokemon is an RPG video game series which puts you in a world of Pocket Monsters, food, dead ghost children. Wait, ghost children? Isn't this rated E for everyone? Nintendo, you lied to me! So in Pokemon, the game is very simple. You explore different routes around the region, and in those regions, you capture Pokemon in these cellular ball sacks to catch them and using them to fight to the death. Just like two random dudes fighting over a bucket of KFC. Chicken! But I'm not talking about that. What I really want to talk about is the Pokemon battle system. As stated before, Pokemon is a turn-based RPG where you take turns to see who can attack the opponent using your Pokemon's abilities. And what do I think of it? This battle system sucks. Okay, I know this is an unpopular opinion, even though I love to shit out people with my opinion. But in all honesty, and I know many Pokemon fans may not agree with me, but the battle system in the mainline Pokemon games is, in my honest opinion, not good. For all those who don't know, the Pokemon battle system runs on a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. In other words, if a Pokemon has a specific element, they can use that element your opponent is weak to. For example, Bulbasaur is a grass type, Squirtle is a water type, and Charmander is a fire type. Fire beats grass, grass beats water, and water beats fire. And when a Pokemon is weak to that certain element, that bitch will die in a matter of seconds. So yeah, this method is 10 times more brutal than your regular slap fight. However, this is where I have my problems, and this leads me to my issues with the battle system. See, one of my issues I have with it is the RNG. In other words, random number generator, which makes the game unpredictable when going into battle. This is shown wherever you go to a region and try to find some Pokemon to fight and capture it, yet the system likes to f around the player to the point of absolute aggravation. I'm sorry, you wanna let the buzz? Well, f you, here's Jigglypuff! I get that it's to make the game a little challenging for the player, but it can be a bit annoying when you fail to capture the Pokemon you need to win the fight to beat the gym leaders. For God's sake, the freaking game covers are encouraging the players that they gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Oh, I even haven't gotten to the fights yet. Anyways, let's get to the chase. See, the battle system gives you 4 options to help you with your battles: fight, bag, Pokemon, and run. Yeah, I wish I could run from my depression, but it always comes back to me! Anyways, in Pokemon fights, you need to use your Pokemon abilities to attack your opponent, but due to the RNG, the turn order as well as the damage you've given is freaking random. For example, if you have a low level but your opponent is higher, your opponent will go first. But if you have a higher level and your opponent is low level, at times the RNG will randomly play and let your opponent attack first. What? You think that's the only issue? Oh hell no, that's not only it. See, when you attack your opponent's weakness, there's a rare occurrence that the RNG won't cause the same amount of damage to the other Pokemon. Okay, look, I know that there are Pokemon that have different stats in terms of their strength, defense, evolution, etc. I'm not going to deny that. But since the RNG this tends to f with me, my patience is very, very limited. I'm not going to cut it any slack if it's going to screw with me like a competitive shooter game. Okay, now I know that some of you guys out there are going to say to me, but Paladin, other RPGs have RNG. What's your excuse? Are you stupid? You have autism? Okay, listen up, asshat. Yes, I am aware that other RPGs and video games have RNG in their systems, like Final Fantasy or Persona. However, what makes those games different is that they add a bit of strategy while also adding new elements into the gameplay to make it fun. But with Pokemon, the battle system and the gameplay feels so limited and at times kind of stale to the point where it's, what's the word I said before? Oh yeah, fun! And before anyone is going to ask me, but those games are for kids. Pokemon is only for kids to make it simple and easy to understand. Yes, I know, but you can make an RPG game for kids without taking away the challenge or the strategy. Look at games like Paper Mario and Miitopia. They have fun gameplay and good challenges for the player, and they execute the battle systems well and good. But with Pokemon, no. Oh, but that's not the only problem I have with the battle system. You know these abilities that Pokemon use to attack the opponent? Some of these are effective, and some of them are just yeah, they're not that good. See, what I mean is, whenever you use abilities, there's an accuracy to see if the attack hits the opponent or not. And to me, that's just complete bullshit. It's bad enough that my attacks may or may not cause damage, but you mean to tell me that I have to land a hit with enough percentage in order to attack my opponent? That's it! I'm sorry, but that's just lame as hell. For example, let's say I use Flamethrower, Ice Shard, or Water Gun, which all have a 100% accuracy of attack. I use the attack, hits my opponent, boom, I'm done. But when I use other abilities like Fire Blast, Mega Punch, or Zap Cannon, which have strong damage but very low accuracy, there's a 50-50 chance my attacks will not attack my opponent and will most likely miss the attack, wasting me buttloads of my PP. Oh my god, I'm a child! Not even that, but some abilities you may have in your stock doesn't show the power or accuracy stats like Guillotine or the Pika Pow Pow. Yeah, I'm not kidding, that's what it's actually called. Huh? And some of the abilities can not only affect the opponent, but can also affect the player as well. Sure, you can argue that it adds a bit of strategy and complexity in order to land a hit or, God forbid, stay alive! But for me, honestly, it doesn't suit me very well. Especially when it adds the RNG issue, as I stated earlier, which doesn't help, it makes me lose all control of my body. Okay, I know that there's going to be some people that might add more and tell me, but what about Mega Evolutions, or Z moves, or Gigantamax moves? For me, Mega Evolutions are honestly broken and don't add much fun to the game. The Z moves are not bad, but adds nothing special besides being flashy and stuff. Not to mention, it also falls into the accuracy issue and power of the RNGs to the point that it might miss. And as for Gigantamax, well, I never played Pokemon Sword or Shield. It's mainly because after playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on a 3DS, I took a break from playing Pokemon at that time, so I never gotten the chance to play the game at all. This game is also a reason for me to hate the Pokemon fanbase. Okay, I think I said enough about my thoughts on the battle system, so let's just wrap this up. Alright, now that I shared my thoughts on the Pokemon battle system and how the fan base is going to be up in flames. Okay, but for real, thank you guys for listening to my thoughts on the Pokemon battle system. Now listen, if you're a big, and I mean a big Pokemon fan, even bigger than my neighbor's titties, let me tell you something. If you guys like the game's battle system for what it has in its belt, more power to ya. For me, what had it been enjoyment for getting far into the games, mostly Pokemon Y and Sun, it sadly no longer pleases me to keep playing the games, especially since the Pokemon games in the mainline series involve exploring and battling to earn money, EXP, and bragging rights. Honestly, it doesn't really do me any favors to be entertained, and while it was alright to play these games, I have little to no interest to keep playing to the point where I gave up playing the Pokemon mainline games. Will I ever play any Pokemon games in the future though? Maybe, if it interests me a bit. Hell, I actually like the spin-off games like Pokemon Ranger, Rumble World, and Pokken Tournament, just to name a few. Look, I don't hate Pokemon. Really, I don't. Nor do I hate the fans, except for the Gen 1ers. Those people can suck it! Regardless, I hope you guys respect my opinions, and if you guys want to share your thoughts about Pokemon in general, why not share your thoughts in the comment section below? I would love to hear your thoughts. Well, that's all from me guys. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate it. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen.